Are you lonely? Or maybe you've had some relationships, but they haven't lasted. Perhaps you or they couldn't commit, or there was too much conflict and it didn't last. Or maybe you've tried, but nothing seems to work. If you've been navigating the challenging landscape of romantic relationships, only to find setbacks and frustrations, it's time to try something new. In this video, we'll delve into the technique of identity shifting, a powerful method to align your romantic aspirations with a new self, paving the way for lasting changes in your love life. There's a reason why you and so many others fail in relationships. It's because what you wanted wasn't aligned with who you are or were at the time. You see, it doesn't matter who you're with, who's your wingman or wingwoman, what bro strategy you try, if you don't change your foundation, your identity, what you believe, how you think, feel, and operate around your relationships, you will sabotage or repel satisfying relationships. You're not relationship material, so you won't be successful in one. Does that make sense? But the good news is that you can shift your identity, so you are fabulous relationship material and find the love and partner that you want. Certainly some people are better in relationships than others, but your identity is a thermostat. If you get too far from your set temperature, the system will kick on the heat or air conditioning to get you back to your set point. If you've struggled with relationships in the past, I'm sure there were times when things were going great. Maybe you met someone new and thought you would make it, or you even got engaged or married, but then things went sideways. You cheated, or they did. You grew apart. You got dumped and now you're lonely. You lost what you gained and you can't explain why you sabotaged yourself or why they ended it with you. It's because you can't outperform your self-worth and identity in the long term. It doesn't matter if it's money, health, relationships, or your career. You have an identity in each of those areas, and that determines how you think and act, and ultimately determines the results you get in your life. In this video, you're going to learn how to shift your identity, reset your thermostat, so that you can make lasting changes to beliefs and mindset to help you become more attractive, become that relationship material, and find the partner you're looking for in your life. Your beliefs are the foundation of your identity. What you believe determines how you act and what romantic opportunities you notice and attract into your life. If you believe you're lonely, you will remain lonely. If you believe you're unlovable, you will remain so. You must begin by examining the beliefs that currently define your relationship with others. Are these beliefs empowering or limiting? Most likely, they're limiting or downright destructive. You must craft new beliefs that align with the future you envision. One where you are not just in a relationship, but thriving in one. Can you see that for yourself? Transform "I'll never find true love" into "I am deserving of a deep, meaningful connection, and love flows easily into my life." What have you believed about yourself, your significant other, or about relationships in general that have limited you in the past? You must also align actions with your new identity. Identify the actions that align with the characteristics of your new identity. A person committed to a fulfilling romantic life. If staying in unhealthy relationships is an old action, replace it with a new action. I prioritize my well-being and put myself out there even though I risk being rejected. Or, I'm going to approach 3 people I find attractive every week and strike up a conversation to see where it goes. Your values, standards, and rules are the raw materials of success. By elevating your standards, you set the stage for a new romantic identity. Instead of vague relationship goals, establish clear standards like, I commit to only being with a partner who is fun and loving. You get what you tolerate. Determine what you will no longer tolerate in your romantic life. Whether it's settling for less than you deserve or engaging in toxic patterns, identify these deal breakers. Make a commitment to eliminate behaviors that hinder the potential for a healthy and loving relationship. Set standards for how you expect to be treated and what type of treatment you won't tolerate. Your environment plays a pivotal role in reinforcing your romantic identity. Craft surroundings that support your relationship goals. Whether it's fostering self-love, seeking positive influences, or engaging in social activities, your environment should align with your journey towards a loving relationship. You also must give yourself permission to shift and become a new person in your relationships. Acknowledge and release self-limiting beliefs tied to your old identity. Recognize that you are not bound to your past, and give yourself permission to shift towards a new, fulfilling version of yourself. Acknowledge that your past relationships don't dictate your romantic future. You might say, I give myself permission to let go of my past identity. I am not defined by my history. I am creating a new, more loving and lovable version of myself. My desire to be in a loving relationship is more important than who I used to be. Adopt a growth mindset that views challenges as opportunities for learning and transformation. Instead of thinking, I've had failed relationships, so I'll probably fail again, or I'm lonely, I'll never find anyone, shift to, every relationship teaches me valuable lessons. Challenges are a natural part of my journey to a loving partnership. Commit to being a person who attracts and sustains a loving relationship effortlessly. This isn't a casual decision, it's a transformational commitment. State firmly, there's no going back. This is who I am now, a magnet for deep and meaningful connections. Envision yourself vividly living out your desired romantic identity. Picture yourself engaging in healthy communication, experiencing mutual respect, and enjoying the benefits of a loving relationship. This mental movie becomes your guide for future actions. Visualize your ideal romantic self and relationship, feeling the positive emotions you would feel if you were already in your desired relationship. You need to shift from feeling lonely or frustrated to feeling as if you are already in a loving relationship. Then you go out and you be it until you see it. Behave as if you are the person who has the romantic opportunities and relationships you want. Do the things you would do, learn about communication, plan fun dates, put yourself out there when meeting new people. Believe and think what people in healthy relationships believe and think. And as you do this, actively seek out evidence that reinforces your new identity. Celebrate small victories, whether it's getting a date or a second date, establishing healthier relationship boundaries, building emotional intimacy, or just taking a risk even if it falls short. Use these victories as proof that you are becoming the person you aspire to be. Anticipate challenges and decide how you'll respond. When faced with romantic temptations or setbacks, remind yourself of your commitment to a fulfilling relationship. Choose self-love and patience over settling, knowing it aligns with your long-term goals. How are you going to handle a rejection at a bar? Maybe you give yourself 5 minutes to approach someone new. What will you do if you get defensive or into an argument or do something to potentially sabotage your relationship like you may have done in the past? Will you apologize? Communicate differently? Having these responses and rules ready to go if you slip up will help you bounce back quicker and potentially avoid catastrophe. This plan ensures that you stay aligned with your new identity, even in the face of obstacles. Relationships are not easy. They involve two imperfect people trying to build something special. But if you want a loving relationship, be loving. You should feel like you're already loved. But don't think of love as just a feeling. Love is a verb. Be it. Show it. Believe, think, and act like people who are in great relationships do. You have the power to become the person you envision. I urge you to go through the steps listed and shift your identity to become the romantic partner you need to be to attract what you want. And if you want to shift your health identity and lose weight, you can watch the video on the left. If you want to shift your financial identity to make more money, watch the video on the right. And if this video has added value for you, please like and subscribe. Good luck.